All right, I think we can go ahead and kick it off. Today is September 4, 2025. This is the meeting of the Kubernetes Storage Special Interest Group. As a reminder, this meeting is public, recorded, and posted on YouTube. We just finished the 134 release that went out on the 27th. Now we are moving on to the 135 release of Kubernetes. So today we're going to try to start planning for the features that we want to put into 135. To get things started, I copy and pasted the previous tab from 134 to 135, and then we can go ahead and edit that as appropriate. This is the right time to introduce new items that you think the SIG should be working on. So if you think something should be worked on, let us know, and we can go ahead and add it to this tracking spreadsheet. Um, the 135 schedule has not yet been published. When it is published, it's going to show up at this link. And once it does, we'll go ahead and update the release dates and whatnot. With that, if you have anything else that you want to discuss today, please feel free to add to the agenda doc here. You can find the link to the agenda doc in your calendar invite. And we will go ahead and get started with our 135 planning. Okay. Next we have recovering from resize failure, which was being moved to GA in 134. Um, I understand this is already completed. We don't need to track this in 135 anymore. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think we just want to keep the entry there so that we want to remove the feature gate after 3 releases. So like there are a few other entries here, right? So we kind of
Got it.
keep them there.
So let me add a tracking remove feature gate in, it would be 137.
Yeah.
Okay. And this would be from GA to GA, and I'll just cross it out and then we can keep it here for now.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and mark it as done in the previous okay. Next item is volume group snapshot. That was beta last cycle. Any changes we want to make this cycle to this one?
I think we probably need to keep it. We are just still waiting for the sidecar release. Because the changes are in external snapshot, right? So we did get the API change merged. So we're just waiting for the release of the sidecar.
Got it.
Um, so I think since it's just moved to beta 2 in 1.34, we probably need to wait.
Okay, so I'll just remove it for this cycle then.
Okay.
Next up, we have CSI volume health. We were considering moving it from alpha to beta last cycle, ended up dropping it. Is there any interest in picking that up this cycle and moving it?
I Sunny had showed some interest last time. I'm not sure if you have someone on this cycle.
No, like we don't have any plan.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we might be interested in to moving the feature further.
Okay.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, but I would be interested what use cases the other people have. So Sunny, did you have any particular use case you wanted to solve with this volume health?
I think we still have one doc.
We in there is yeah, so I did we
Maybe we
start?
should link the doc here.
Yeah, there was a dog, right? There was a dog that we are kind of adding stuff there. Yeah, we can share doc, and Yang, you can also add your use case there.
Mm-hmm.
Can maybe talk about this feature, like how to move it
Mhm.
forward after all the features we go through, because we need to take, yeah, someone from Red Hat might be interested in trying this.
Okay.
Okay. And Sheng, if you want to drop a link to the doc here, feel free.
Okay. I will do that later.
Cool. Thank you, folks. I'm going to go ahead and mark this, just clear it out. Change block tracking was alpha last cycle. Anything new we want to do there?
Not sure if this is ready to move to next stage yet.
Okay.
So,
Probably makes sense to
talk
keep it in alpha for a little bit.
You can talk to other folks working on CT.
Okay. Maybe let's keep it here and then we'll put a TBD if we want to.
Okay.
If we want to do 135, and we can decide on that later. Next is enable privileged containers for Windows to replace CSI proxy. This was going to beta in the previous release. I'm guessing we want to keep it in beta for now. So what I'll do is target GA in 136. Does that sound okay? Go ahead and cross that out so we don't track it. Next is, and we'll clear that out, SE Linux relabeling using mount options. The general one planned to move to beta. So this was successfully moved
Is
to
beta.
Yep.
It is beta, and it will likely stay as beta for another release because I'm waiting for data from the from Kubernetes vendors like OpenShift.
Okay. So let's say move to GA in 136.
6, probably, maybe 7.
Let's say 137 then.
This is a breaking change, so I'm taking extra caution here not to break people.
Okay, I think that makes sense. So we'll call it 137 and we'll leave it here just so that we can keep moving it along. Next is volume attribute class. This was moved to GA last cycle, and the last status update was kept PR updated. So I think I'm going to go ahead and mark this one as done over here on the
I think for 1.35 we need to lock it, lock default on, because right now people can still like turn it off.
I see. So enable by default.
Like more like lock it.
It's already
right now,
enabled
by default, but people can turn it off.
Oh, what do you mean by lock it, Sunny?
Like you cannot turn it off. Like
basically remove the feature gate.
Yeah.
No, the feature gate has the lock setting and like
I see.
a flag that could be set lock to true. It's locked to false right now.
Okay.
And the next release, we should be able to remove the feature gate and the beta APIs, right, Sunny?
Yeah.
We still need to take a call about what to do about the CSS spec change because we are still waiting on the sidecar changes to be merged to support this GA feature actually. So we don't have the sidecar that support this feature at GA yet. And and the CSI change is still alpha. So that is something that has to be discussed and figured out.
I talked with Ben yesterday. He said last time there was some like discussions about error handling. So he want that one to be settled before we merge the CSI spec change.
Yeah. So I think we should. I mean, LGTM Wavin proposal actually 5482 for the error handling enhancement changes. And I think that's the way we decided to go forward. Once that is implemented, then at least this error handling part is settled, and then we can go ahead. But that's the status of this. feature.
So it sounds like there is some work that is left to be done. At the very least, setting the feature gate lock to true, CSI sidecar changes to GA, and some additional error handling. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and track it for this cycle. It will remain in GA, and we should be good here. Sunny, are you still the right person to work on this?
I think Haman is handling the like controversial part right now.
Got it. And then I'll put you as the reviewer then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, like, sorry, Waven is actually doing the most of the implementation. I'm
Yeah.
reviewing it,
Got it.
so it might be more suitable. He's in the call. He's
Yeah.
yeah. So it might be more suitable to add him as a signee and add me and Sunny as a reviewer.
Okay. Perfect. All right, cool. Thank you, folks. I think we should be good there. Next is CSI Sidecar All-in-One. This was moved to 135. Anybody interested in working on this? I guess it would be the same people, Connor and Mo Wing.
I remember there was a cap, right? I thought the
Yeah, there is a cap already.
one that yeah submitted a cap. Yeah, Michelle reviewed it, right? I think that's still correct.
And I guess this cycle, if there's already a cap, it should be alpha.
Yeah, I think they're still driving the change in Mauricio's fork of this all-in-one, and they're having regular meetings, not always, but it's still. I don't know if they're planning a release in this cycle. So,
Okay. So let me
oh,
say,
they have made a cap now, official cap.
yeah.
Okay.
So we'll say we're moving to alpha, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see the target. They have not populated all the required fields properly yet,
I see.
but probably alpha.
Okay. We can remove it if it ends up not being the case.
Right.
Next is design only implementation block by Portworx expected in 136. This is remove dynamic provisioning support from host path in tree volume plugin. It looks like we can't do anything here until 136.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Kari is still interested though. He hasn't really brought this up for some time. We can check again, maybe on maybe 6.
Okay, so I'll leave it here and then we can come back to it in 136. Next item is remove, excuse me, remove git repo in tree plugin code kept feature flag enabled by default. This was alpha last cycle. I guess we probably want to keep it in alpha this cycle and then consider beta next release. So let's say beta in 1.36.
You check with one Nick who is working on this one. See if he's working on this. He was who was the one who worked on this earlier.
Yeah.
Initially, I mean.
Looks like it might have been Vinayak.
Yeah, Vinayak, yeah.
Okay, we'll have to follow up. So let's keep it as just keep it as like that for now.
Okay.
Okay, next is mutable CSI node allocatable property. This was moved to beta last cycle. Any additional work that needs to be done this cycle, or do we just move it to GA in the future?
We need to. It is in beta disabled by default. So I think this quarter, this release, we have to make it enabled by default. There was a concern raised by SIG node reviewer that this the change that we made to reject pods in kubelet if the volume attached limit is whatever wrong, returns resource exhausted error by the driver, then we evicted the pod. It could lead to a scenario where our scheduler is well, our KCM is continuously creating pods because it's trying to place on the same pod. Kubelet is rejecting, it's replacing, and then it goes in a loop. We have to make sure that that doesn't happen. I think we are good. Eddie did some testing, but we might need some end-to-end tests for that. So
Got it.
it'll be a huge bug if that happens. So yeah.
Okay, I'll track beta enabled by default for this cycle, and we'll see if Eddie can work on it.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Samant. Next is Cozy overall move to V1 Alpha 2. This was started last cycle, and we just shift that work over. So this will continue. Next is storage capacity scoring, how to sort. I think we ended up dropping this last cycle. Oh no, it was completed. So likely we want to keep this in alpha for this cycle and consider beta in 1.36.
I think this was a previous, not, I think this
Oh, was
maybe
it even before?
83, I believe.
Let's see.
So we can check and
Yeah,
see.
you're right. So it was alpha in 133, so we could consider moving to beta this cycle.
Mhm.
Anyone interested in driving this one, storage capacity scoring to beta?
I think we can check with the original author. Yuma, yeah, he was working on this one.
Okay.
Okay, I can follow
Sounds
up.
good. Let's start tracking it and see where this goes. Next is SE Linux relabeling using mount options. Keep RWOP and beta on by default in 133. Anything new we want to do here?
This is Young's, right? Young.
Sorry. I haven't seen any progress. Yeah, no, sorry, SE Linux. That one needs to graduate with the other. So it will wait for 136 or 37. They
Okay.
need to graduate together.
Okay. So I will keep this one next to the other SE Linux.
Can we have just one?
Oh, you want to drop the second one?
Yeah, maybe.
I
Okay.
thought those are different feature gate, right?
Yeah, but they kind of.
Okay, so you want to move them next time. You want to move them together now. And as long
Yes.
as they are moving together, should be fine. I think previously they are at a different stage.
Yeah, but they are in the same stage now.
Okay, then
They
yeah,
kind
it's
of
easier.
iterated to the same stage.
Yeah. Okay.
The same stage.
Okay. Next we have volume expansion for stateful sets, move to 135. This is work that should continue, moving from design to alpha, since the KEP didn't get merged last cycle.
Yeah. So I also I will need to consider this with the last item, which is mutable persistent volume node affinity.
Okay.
Yeah, I will continue to work on this.
Perfect. All right, thank you, Huiwen. Next, we have CSI migration portworx, remove the feature gate in 136. So, okay, we'll keep tracking that. Next one is also remove feature gate in 136. So we'll keep tracking this. Integrate CSI volume limits with autoscaler, move to 135. So this was work that was already started. And we can just uncross it out. And it was alpha. I believe the KEP didn't make it last time, so hopefully we can get it in this time. Hemant, are you still interested in driving this one?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
updating the cap, writing POC and things. Yeah.
Perfect.
Is there a big like pushback or anything like open questions about this one, or is pretty straightforward?
So there are two outstanding big items actually that is kind of like there. One is that SIG autoscaling wants us to find a unified way of verifying node readiness. There is a proposal by Ajay from Google in last quarter alpha implementation for alpha for node readiness, but I don't see any movement in this thing. So like, and DRA people, they made their own special CRDs to track, like they're using resource claim and they're using, like they made their own processor to track node readiness. Basically, the node is ready, the kubelet is reporting the node ready, but the GPU driver is not installed, or CPU, or in our case, CSI driver is not installed. So the DRA people made their own shortcut to do this kind of in the autoscaler, which doesn't work for us because they're using a special CRD. But for us, it'll be like, but the SIG autoscaling is willing to accept a workaround, like where we could label the node that what driver should appear on the node and what driver actually appears later in the node. So it's like, but somebody has to label the node that, like this node should have GCP PD driver.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not considered ready until it actually shows that driver in the CSI node object. So that's one blocker, and the second is like some of the like the basically like implementation details. But I think mainly the first one is the one that is the major sticking point actually that I have to resolve.
Okay.
But I try to solve that and see if we can. But they are reviewing they reviewed the cap in the last release, and we missed the deadline because we kind of didn't get all the reviews in place by 134. So
Okay.
Cool. Thank you for the update on that one, Hemant. Next is kubelet evented desired state of the world populator. This was also being moved to 135, I think, same reason, kept not merged. Anyone interested in driving this for the current cycle?
I think there was a author, there's a cap that is there.
yeah,
It's just
we
waiting for review, right?
we need a
Right.
new reviewer. I might not have time,
Okay.
so for this.
Anyone interested in being the KEP reviewer for this one? Okay, I think let's put TBD for now, and then we can start tracking it, and then we can decide. All right, next item is replication relationship design for.
I think we probably just keep that cross out for now because
Okay.
there are some unresolved issues. I'm supposed to put together some doc, but
Okay.
yeah.
We'll leave that as is. Next is reduce attach latency. This is to alpha. Um, this is something we want to pick back up. Do we know if Hanchi is working on this? I think last status update was not targeting 134 anymore, focused on internal improvements first.
Yeah, I think this one is not prioritized.
Okay. Okay, I'll keep it just crossed. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it, and then if we want to bring it back, we can bring it back. All right, next is node readiness gate. This is design last cycle, and do we want to do an alpha this cycle for this one? Do we have AJ?
Is there
That's the
any
cap.
information on the enhancement? Like the 5233?
That's the cap I was talking about before. I pinged the author offline actually on Slack, uh, like yesterday. I didn't hear anything from them. Maybe they could be off, but I hope that they're targeting 135 alpha in this release will be useful. There is some pushback from another guy. What is the name? He used to be about like whether it could be built off out of tree. I do not think so, but yeah, I don't know. Like, but that has to be answered by the CAP author.
I'll go ahead and move this next to the other one. And then yeah, let's see if this gets picked up for this cycle. Then we have mutable persistent volume node affinity. This was also a spillover from the previous release. We had to move it to 135. Sorry, we had to move it to 135 because it didn't get done. Do we want to target design or alpha for this cycle? Wait, Win, looks like you were the one working on this one as well.
Yeah, I want to target alpha in
Okay,
this release. Yeah.
sounds good.
Fine.
All right. Any other items we want to add to the 135 release? Okay, we are still pretty early in the release, so if in the next couple of weeks we find some items that might be missing, we can definitely add them in our next meeting. And once we have the dates figured out in terms of when the production readiness dates are and whatnot, we'll go ahead and share those as soon as we know what they are. So with that, I'll switch back here. Designs for review. Blaine, looks like you have an item you wanted to discuss.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was known that the Cozy V1 Alpha 2 cap is fully finished. I think there are some like checklist items that I want to make sure that we've like dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's, but otherwise it's ready for review now.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you for flagging that, Blaine. We'll help get that reviewed. Any questions for Blaine while we have him here for about Cozy or V1 Alpha 2 KEP? All right, cool. We'll take it offline then. Any other items for discussion today, folks? All right, we will call it for today then. Thank you so much for your time, and we will reconvene in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Sorry, I posed an pull request on the meeting chat.
Okay. Hang on. Let
Yeah.
me go ahead
This is a bug that is just reported, and I think we should fix it as soon as possible, and which is missing metrics about volume states. Like, yeah, maybe can help me paste this link into the. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, I think I need a reviewer from Signode because this is basically changing about Kubernetes.
Got it. Okay. Do we have a contact on Signode, folks, that we can leverage for this change?
Yeah, I think not yet. I'm not sure who I should contact with.
Since this is DRA issue or related to DRA, can we ask Patrick? Patrick only.
That's a good idea. So maybe Hui-Wen, you can reach out to Patrick on Slack.
Yeah,
And
okay, thank you.
yeah. If you don't get traction, please come back to the next meeting and we can try to find another person to drive it.
And please make sure he can approve actually.
Good call.
Actually, some of the
yeah.
Node folks like Mrinal and Kevin from Red Hat are also doing the DRA reviews on the Node side. I could ping those guys. Mrinal Patel and the Kevin Hannon.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Hemant.
Yeah.
All right, Hui-Wen, if you remain stuck on this, please feel free to start a Slack thread or come back to the next meeting and we'll try to get this unblocked.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts, questions, comments? All right, we will call it for today then. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.